tall, too lanky, too goofy-looking to really set the hearts of their female fans alight. No, it was because of Ray that the band was getting a reputation as the next big thing. And when the next posters went out to advertise one of their gigs, come hell or high water, the band's name would have changed to Ray Reason and the Rainbirds. He'd been talking about it to the rest of the lads for ages, insisting that it sounded better. Just look at the current #1. It wasn't the Dakotas, was it? No, it was Billy J. Kramer and the Dakotas. And the New Mersey sound that was all the rage? Was it the Pacemakers? Or was it Jerry and the Pacemakers? He'd even pointed out that his own name, he really had been christened Raymond Reason, was the ideal name to go with Rainbirds. But Marty wasn't having it, and that pushy cow of a girlfriend of his wasn't having it either. But Ray would win in the end. He always did. Outside, a young female fan, almost, but not quite, too young to get past even the bootlegger's lackadaisical doorman, was instead prowling around the back passageways, looking for a window that she could climb into. In the main dance hall, Lindy Lou Kempson listened to the undergrads murder a revamp of an old Buddy Holly song and tried not to wince. She was steadily drinking vodka, although she knew she really shouldn't be. At 18, she'd only started drinking a few months ago, when she discovered the Bootleggers Club and began dating Ray. Now she stood against the wall at the back of the dark, cramped, heaving room and felt sick. She was also beginning to feel quite desperate. What if her boyfriend didn't stick by her? A very pretty girl, with long brown hair and big pansy brown eyes, she was the daughter of a respectable middle-aged couple who'd come originally from Torquay. And she knew her parents would be shocked and furious if they knew that she was in trouble. Jennifer Renfrew, who delighted in calling herself Jenny Wren, was watching Lindy Lou from behind a crush of silly, giggling girls who couldn't be much older than 14. She had spotted Lindy Lou almost immediately upon entering the hall, but was studiously avoiding her. Instead, she pushed her way through the little group of starry-eyed teenagers and made her way out to a side door, where she emerged into a dim and smelly corridor. The lavatories were out here, and she noticed the light in the gents wasn't working again. Wrinkling her nose in disgust, she stepped quickly past them. Trust that penny-pinching and obnoxious Felix not to get it fixed. She walked quickly down the unsavoury corridor towards a dog-leg turn. Just beyond it, a narrow iron spiral staircase descended to the basement, from which she could hear voices wafting up. She knew they belonged to the players in the bands who were hanging out down there as they waited for their turn on the stage, and nervous laughter and cigarette smoke leaked upwards in equal measure. She hoped Marty had worn that new shirt she'd got him. It showed off his fair hair just right and would make him stand out under the stage lights. He needed all the help he could get to make sure that Ray didn't hog the audience's attention. She negotiated the tight space of the staircase and turned to the only large doorway down there. As she paused on the threshold, looking around for her boyfriend, she saw Ray, first, lounging on a sofa that had half its stuffing spilling out and drinking thirstily from a pint glass of beer. She ignored his sardonic grin as their eyes met, and she wound her way through to where Marty was sitting, picking out yet another new tune on his guitar. Jenny knew Ray wanted to take over as leader of the band, but he'd do it only over her dead body. Marty was a songwriter. He could play the guitar like Eddie Cochran, and his voice was as good as Ray's any day of the week. Outside, a large Bentley pulled up beside the entrance to the club, and a man climbed out, surveying the brightly lit but appallingly ugly little building with a wry smile. Titus Crowther Bowley was 39 years old, but looked a lot younger. He dressed well and lived well. He was 5'7", with dark brown hair and eyes, a legacy from his now deceased Italian mother. His father